Alright, everybody. It is, of course, great and glorious, soon to be famous one day. Nick Dutch back on the camera again, one more time. It's late at night and I'm doing a video. This one here says, "Hi there, you said you welcome private messages so you can respond to them in videos. My question is about poltergeists. In the Fortean Times of October 2012, we read about a poltergeist that manifested in Pontefract, Yorkshire, in the late 1960s. The incident changed Colin Wilson's view of them. Wilson is quoted, "At that time, I believed poltergeists were somehow caused by the unconscious minds of emotionally disturbed teenagers. It was while the girl, Diane, was describing to me how she had been dragged upstairs by the throat by some invisible force, which left black bruises on her throat, that I realized this was not her unconscious mind, this was a spirit." The word spirit is doubly written in inverted commas, okay? Just so that you know that Wilson, in this particular case, was separating the mythology of a spirit between the idea that there was something that was doing this, okay, rather than necessarily what some people might think a spirit could be, okay? The message goes on. "Likewise, I can't help thinking that if someone who isn't prone to hallucinating during general religious rites or emotional states does ritual magic and summons something and it appears or even lifts things up like a poltergeist, then something has been summoned. What that spirit really is of course interpreted according to religious beliefs. But I would think it's more than a mental projection. Can you explain your thoughts on these things as someone with a transdeist philosophy? Enjoy your vids, except when you go on about the dark stuff. Thanks. Peace to you. Peace to you too." Do I have a transdeist philosophy or do I have transdeism? That's a subject for another video. But essentially, you know, the statement, "I would think it's more than a mental projection," well, yeah, it might be more than a mental projection, but on the other hand, it might not be. Okay, we got questions. We don't have that many answers. Now, some of the things that I've experienced has led me to think that maybe there is like a universal omnipresent consciousness-based energy which can like coalesce into blobs, which goes about and has some kind of mild influence upon things or people. Okay? That is one of the points of view which I developed, so therefore you could say it is a spirit or spiritual force or something like that, but you can't say precisely what that is because we still don't know. And of course people will use, as you say, religious beliefs or folk myths, because folk myths are religion in some manner anyway, okay? As if to say, yeah, that is precisely what this thing is, and it will therefore operate in precisely this way, that way, or the other way. What I take issue with is when someone says that they are totally right. Okay? They are totally right that there was a spirit there. They are totally right that it was a curse from Satan, or it was God's blessing, or whatever. It's this whole idea of it being totally right coming from someone that I struggle with. Because if something is known or something is experienced, that has to be just the tip of the iceberg. And we can't say what's beneath that. And what most humans do, okay, is that they will jump to a conclusion, or they will apply a belief structure to what they've experienced, or they will apply one belief to another belief to another belief to another belief to another belief, and then they will say whatever this thing is, it's true. I mean, essentially, the vast majority of our knowledge is just the best arguments at the time. Okay, it's the best arguments at the time with whatever we got. That goes with all science. That's why the theory of relativity is being rethought and all that kind of stuff. Okay, because that was a great argument then. Now we've had a few more things happening. Maybe the theory of relativity needs a bit more elaboration. Maybe we should be looking at the quantum theory of gravity instead. Okay? And so on and so forth. Now with people, what is it people do? They do the same thing. They reach a point whereby they think whatever it is the best argument so far. But that'll be based upon their limitations as an individual. Just as if I was to turn around to you and to give you a religious belief about spirits and poltergeists and angels and demons and devils and God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit and the soul, the aura, the core star, the 7 chakras and the rest of it, I would be giving you what appeared to be, to me at the time, my best argument. Okay, and I might have given you that best argument, forgetting some of the things I'd learned from my previous education, forgetting some of the things I'd experienced previously, or whatever. Okay, or only focusing in on some things that I'm obsessing upon at that time. So it's when we come to that hard truth claim that we can't really say that much about it. Now, what this girl, Diane, or whatever it is, experienced was a strange experience. That's why I always or often use this phrase, it's a strange experience. Why? Because it's an experience and it's strange. Okay? And that's more or less we can say. I mean, I can have an experience and I can tell you what the experience was. Even then, there may be some kind of issues with perception and understanding on my part. But if I was to lie and tell you, no, that didn't happen because I'm afraid of ridicule, that would be totally dishonest just so that I can get on with the people around me, which I think would be despicable. Because essentially, if something happens, it is natural. Whatever it is natural. We don't know what it is because it's unresearched or not properly researched, but it's still natural. You see where I'm coming from? Okay, so my thoughts on these things is that strange things can happen. And it can be a wide variety of strange things, but it's still just strange things happening. Okay, until we finally know enough. But that's not going to happen in my lifetime. It's not going to happen in your lifetime. It might not happen in your kid's lifetime. Okay, it's somewhere long way away. But the way that we try and keep this alive, the desire to find out, okay, is to promote the fact that strange experiences occur. We can't come to an understanding of what precisely is the truth. We never can. Alright? And it will be bloody ridiculous for us to try. So I've given up. What I haven't done is given up the practice. I haven't given up the meditation. I haven't given up the use of my Procyon AVS mind machine, which is fantastic and is very good for my meditation training. I haven't given up the ritual practice. I haven't given up the Ouija board. I haven't given up playing with the pendulum. I haven't given up playing with the tarot cards. I haven't given up trying to have vaguely mediumship type experiences. I haven't given up practicing astral projection or trying to get the astral projection experience, I should be saying. Alright? I would love, and I mean love, to see a poltergeist at work. Love to. I haven't seen that yet. Alright? Maybe one day, okay? For me, it would be just like going to the Galapagos and seeing the, seeing Darwin's finches or whatever. It would be like a new form of life to me. It would be just like a new form of natural phenomena, a new type of earthquake, a new type of storm, a new type of fish in the ocean. That's the way I'd see it. But it would just be a strange experience. Okay? Because that's all that's all we can say. Millions of different types of strange experiences, yeah. But still, just a strange experience. Keep cool. Keep sane. Keep rational. Keep watching.